Welcome to the Able Gardener, and I came out today to get some potatoes for dinner. And I don't care if they're large potatoes, I don't care if they're tiny ones. I'm just really anxious for some potatoes. So it's been probably, I would say right around 100 to 105 days since I planted my potatoes. And I have my little list here of what my potatoes are in which bag. Now I've added soil to the bag, and when I did, I hid my little tag that gives me an indication of what's in here. So I'll come across the tag at some point. But let's go ahead and dump out this bag of potatoes and see how many potatoes are in there, and hopefully I have enough for dinner tonight. So let's get with it and dump this bag out. Now this is just a shopping bag that I picked up at the tractor store, and it's lasted, well, it's been 105 days now, so it's lasted that long. My other shopping bags that I picked up, that I got at Walmart, and they were pretty cheap, they rotted out within, I'd say less than a month. They just rotted right through, and I had to replace them with a plastic tote. Oh, I'm really hoping that I have some potatoes for tonight. Any amount of potatoes would do. Now see, this is really dry, and I just watered this yesterday. Actually, I drenched this bag yesterday. Oh, I can tell right off. They're Red Norlands. And that's not a bad size. There's a little tiny one. So let me just stick the potatoes back here on the shopping bag. Well, there's a nice size one. That's not too bad. I mean, it's a good eating potato. Now, I didn't write down how many potatoes I put in the bag to begin with, which I should have done, and I'll do that next year. There's an itty bitty one. Oh, come on. I just can't believe how dry this dirt is. Well, here's some of my potato stalk and some of the root mass, a little bit of it. So the red potato is completely gone. Let me toss that down there. Oh, I really hope that I have more potatoes than that. There's another little one. Oh, I can't believe it. You guys, I think this is all the potatoes that I got in this one shopping bag. I've got 3 edible sized potatoes and then 3 little bitty potatoes. So I got 6 altogether. But let me take this bag down, and I'll go through this just a little bit better. Well, there's my other potato, my other root mass. And there's another little tiny one. Well, you guys, I'm going to shut the camera off for a minute. I'm going to go get the other grow bag that is the same color. I have another grow bag just exactly like that. I'm going to go get it, and I'm going to dump it out too. So this will be 2 reveals at the same time. I'm back with bag number 2, and I only had 2 of these green shopping bags. And I don't see the tag on this one either. But I think I planted these at the same time, so these are probably Red Norland also. And I'm just going to dump them out on the same soil. And I hope there's something in here, please. I want some potatoes for dinner. Yep, Red Norland. And this soil is really dry also. Well, I hope all the soil fits in here. Okay, so I'm just going to count both of these bags as one. So I got 6 from the first bag. So here's another couple little ones. Little tiny baby one. Look how dry the soil is. I mean, that's what this heat will do to a bag of soil. It'll just dry it out overnight. I'm not sure what the temperature got down to last night. It may have been somewhere between 65 and 70 degrees last night. And I'm not seeing much of anything. There's a little tiny baby, nothing. There's one I could probably use for a seed potato for next year. There's another one. That one's not too bad anyway. A lot of little guys. Some worms. I think I just saw one little, there's a rock. There's a little tiny potato. Okay, try and cut this short. I don't think I've got any more potatoes in here, but I mean, how could potatoes live in this dried out, there's one, in this dried out soil? 2 grow bags, or not grow bags, but shopping bags that I could not keep moist unless I had put them in a swimming pool. If I had set the bags in a swimming pool on some rocks with water in it, then I could have kept them moist. But just by watering the bags, what did I feel? Just by watering the bags, I couldn't keep them moist enough. Okay, 2 shopping bags from the tractor store, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 more or less edible size, and then these little babies. So if these had stayed in the bag, and if the bag had stayed moist, they probably could have gotten bigger. Well, everybody, I am going to do another potato reveal because I had just done the 2 green shopping bags and I only got like a handful of red potatoes. So what I decided to do was harvest another pot of red potatoes and see if I can get any more. So I know that this big blue tub is red potatoes, and I just put a tarp down in my backyard on the patio, and I'm going to dump this out here. There's no way I can get this big blue tub back to the garden to empty it out. So I'll shoot you down to the tarp and I'll empty this bucket out. Whoa! Oh, I see some potatoes already. I'm having dinner. Okay, like I said, this was red potatoes, and I knew it because it was number 12 and I could see that I still had the tag on it. So let me just start getting some of these red potatoes out of here. Now this has been sitting back in my backyard up against the house, mostly in shade all day long. Had a little bit of sun in the morning, but it definitely stayed moist throughout the day from watering to watering. So it's got a few red potatoes, enough to go with my other potatoes that I got from those 2 grow bags. There's another little. A lot of little potatoes, a lot of tiny potatoes. Well, I had to take a little trip and move the camera. It was in the direct sunlight, and being just right in the direct sun here isn't good for the camera at all. So I had to move the camera around a little bit and move it into the shade. Okay, I'm going to try and tip this over. There we go. Boy, that's really wet. Oh, the potatoes are okay though. Let me just toss the soil back in there as I go through it. Well, you guys, I'm sorry this is so uneventful for you, but I'm more sorry for me that I'm not getting any potatoes to eat. I can't believe how many little tiny ones there are. Here's 1, 2, little tiny one. Where'd it go? Well, next year it'll be coming up somewhere wherever I put this soil. Okay, I'll try and go faster and make this a quick video, hopefully quicker. There's my seed potato. There's 2 of them. Well, I am just not having a good year for potatoes. Okay, 2 bags and a really huge 23-gallon tub of red potatoes, and I just got a couple handfuls of potatoes. Enough for dinner for one night, as long as we're not really hungry. Okay guys, I went over and I got the 2 bags I had revealed to go with these, and it's just really sad I didn't get not like any more potatoes, but any bigger after 100. Let's see, I think it's been right around 100 to 105 days, at least, if not more. Well, so thanks you guys for stopping by on these 3 potato reveals, and we'll be eating all those in one night. Yeah, I've got a few more buckets to go through, and as long as they're green on the top, I'm not going to empty them out. I'm going to let them keep going. I do have probably three or four buckets that don't have any growth on the top at all. But this one didn't either. This one didn't have any growth at all on the top, so I thought the potatoes were done growing, and I thought there'd be a little bit more inside. So talk to you guys later, and have a good day, you guys. Happy growing. Bye-bye.